Hello there. I think it's time to talk Acolyte episode 7. What the hell was it called? Choices? Yeah, they made some choices. All right. Is that what it was called? I can't go live until I look at that. Yeah, choice. Singular. Not choices. Choice.
Kenobi. Kenobi!
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. We'll be talking Acolyte episode 7. And shout out to Vandalorian, new member. Welcome back. I thought you were one at one point, but appreciate that. Thank you so much, Vandalorian in the building. But yeah, guys, we'll talk a little bit of Acolyte, whatever else you guys want to talk about. But you guys let me know in the chat, what did you guys think of episode 7? I'm very mixed on it, but you guys let me know your thoughts. And do you think they're gonna stick the landing with the finale? Because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that needs to be explained and answered, and a majority of it should have been answered yesterday. And I feel like we got just more questions. But hey, it is what it is. That's this thing called life. Now let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Shout out to Howard. What's up, Howard? Howard Logan. I love the episode and overall love the show. That's awesome. Glad there are still channels out there who don't rage about nonsense that real fans don't care about. Thank you, seriously. No, for sure. Like there is a lot of like people going extra hard on the show. And like to be fair, the show has given a lot of reasons. Well, I mean, some reasons too. Some decisions. It's like, is that really the best decision? But it's not like the end of the world, especially because we still have the finale, and that's when people I think are going to rage even more. Because if like certain things go unanswered and aren't explained by the finale, it's kind of like, why did any of this happen in the first place? But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna take what I liked from the show and I liked, and then what I didn't like, and I'm gonna live my life and probably not really rewatch it again. Episode 5, though, loved episode 5, but I'm really interested to see what the heck is gonna happen in the finale, man. Like, I have no idea. Clone Slayer, what's up? Hey man, got my birthday tomorrow. Spending tonight watching some of your celebration pin videos to get me hyped for Japan. Again, love the streams and glad to be here and a member of your community. Appreciate you, Clone Slayer. Thank you so much. Happy early birthday, Clone Slayer. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Ren, what up, Ren? I know, Ren, you're loving it. And it's crazy because there is a lot of people that are loving it, which is awesome. My brother is loving it too. I'm like just in the middle. I'm like the Bendu still. And yeah, but it's all good though. It is what it is. Ren says, can't wait. Love the episode. Can't wait to hear your thoughts and theories. I think the thread is a new type of force that's tainted, and I think it functions a little different, dark side of the focus. No, I think the thread is just a force. It's just different cultures, different religions just call it different things. So I think it's still the force. See what kind of grinds my gear? A lot of the stuff that was more interesting, we didn't get enough of, like the witch stuff. Like when they started doing that stuff when they were disappearing and then taking over Kelnaka and stuff. Like I wanted to see more like witchcraft stuff like that, like more witchy stuff like that. Because like in Clone Wars, I loved all the Night Sister episodes. with stuff with Mother Talzin and learning about the witch culture and all that stuff. So I wish we would have got more about them, where they came from, why they were hiding, where they were exiled from, like because the witch stuff can be interesting because I think it's fair to say most people like Night Sisters. Like we got a ton of a ton of Night Sister lore in Clone Wars. We got a bunch of it in Fallen Order. Like it's interesting. And with this, like it could be dope, but they didn't give enough. Trees, what up? What's up, folks? Enjoy the episode. How about the end credit song? So when I got to the end, I just paused it and I stopped. I didn't hear the song. I maybe heard a little bit of it later when people were like making fun of it and stuff. That almost turned me into a Star Wars hater for a second. Please never again. Keep a Star Wars theme. Excited to see how it ends. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the song. I never even really listened to it fully. I just heard a little bit of it and I'm like, no, I'm good. So I'm glad that I paused my reaction yesterday and didn't let it continue because that would have like killed my vibe. Because I didn't like how it ended because I kind of wanted a flashback to a jump back to the current day, and we didn't get that. So literally the episode was episode 3 all over again from the point of view of the Jedi, and there was a little bit more added, but like I feel a lot of the questions we wanted answered, we didn't. And the stuff that we did get answers is kind of stuff that we kind of knew. Like we knew Soul or one of the Jedi's killed the mothers. Like we knew that. We knew that Soul probably let May fall. I mean, it was safe to say that's probably what was bugging him, and that is what happened. So a lot of the stuff that we got, it's kind of like okay, no shit. But like the stuff with how the twins were born, a virgins in the Force? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean they were one person and it was split? Like, what does that mean? So I have a bad feeling about this that in the finale they're not going to touch that, and like, are they going to just leave it open to interpretation that we're I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. That's just weird to me. Not a fan of that. Harrison, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. The episode was good. I have a question. When I was watching episode 7, it looked like they used some shots. No, it literally was episode 3, but from the point of view of the Jedi. So it kind of was like just watching it all over again, and they added a little bit more. The stuff at the beginning was interesting with the Jedi and stuff, like what they were doing there, looking for a virgins, and the Kalnaka fight was dope. I'm not gonna lie, I love seeing Torben do the Obi Annie to block all the arrows from the witches. And it was funny when he was like, the Night Sisters. Like he was worried, but why couldn't they have just used Night Sisters, man? Like you gotta make these new witches that we know nothing about and don't explain shit about them. Like they should have just did a coven of Night Sisters, man. And it's crazy because the original story that she wanted to do that Leslie Headland went to Lucasfilm with was an Asajj Ventress Night Sister story. And they said they liked the idea, but they wanted her to do it here with this instead of with Asajj. So this could have been an Asajj show, which would have been a banger. Everybody loves Asajj for the most part. Episode wasn't that great, in my opinion. Hoping the finale is better. Yeah, the only reason I'm worried is like there's a lot of stuff left open. Like it feels like Ahsoka all over again because Ahsoka episode 7, not a lot happened in that episode. So like the finale, like a lot had to happen to wrap it up. And with this, we don't even know if we're getting a second season. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I enjoy the show, but this episode had to be the worst I've ever seen. It's just bad writing and acting. I think this episode should have either replaced episode 3 or they should have took episode 3 and 7 and just made it one episode. The first half of the episode is the point of view of May, the second half is the Jedi. Give it to us all at once versus making us wait 4 weeks for stuff that we kind of figured out. Like I knew Soul did some grimy shit. I knew it. Like we all knew Soul was hiding. He more than likely killed someone's mom Dukes. He more than likely let May fall, and that's exactly what happened. I've been saying that for weeks. What up, Flex? My guy Flex in the building. AV, what up? Who the F would have assumed Mother was good after she turned into a literal smoke demon? Yo, I know, like that. So that looked terrifying. She turned into a smoke demon. So, like, I don't blame Soul for taking out the saber. Like, what the hell are you doing? I mean, hey, it happens. Raul, what's up, man? This episode is boring. Yeah, it was literally episode 3 all over again, but like the new parts I kind of appreciated and enjoyed. But like rewatching the old stuff, I kind of was like, bro, I already did this. What's up, meets in taverns? Don't feel like the next episode should be the last. I'm genuinely enjoying it for the most part. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what they do in the finale because like there's a lot going on still. And like is the biggest thing now, like I want the answers of how these broads were made. What do you mean they're a virgins? Like that's like Anakin. And like how are they split? And Coral's not dead. She's somewhere. She's somewhere doing something. And then are we gonna get Qumir's master? Like, is that gonna be rushed now? Because there's so much other things they gotta do. Like, what's up with Qumir's master? Is it gonna be Tenebris? Is Plagueis gonna show up? And if Tenebris or Plagueis does show up, it's kind of like, man, why couldn't we just get a show about them? Like, come on. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be very, very interesting next week, the finale. Yeah, we knew a lot already. Yep. Did you hear the music? No, I didn't. Thank God I paused it. I'm good on that song. Some people like it, which fine, that's cool. But like, if I don't like a song, I don't listen to it. It's not on my phone. Sup, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day. What's up, Jeff? We need to know if Trinity really killed those witches or they just died because they were using so much force abilities. Them dropping dead is kind of whack. Yeah, the way I took it is that Trinity just killed them. That's how I take it. Like Trinity's crazy strong, and she just like she murked the whole covenant, except for Coral, who's like floating away like a bat somewhere. We need more on the Virgins in the Force. Yeah, we really do, because they need to distinguish it as something different than Anakin being the Virgins in the Force that he was in Phantom Menace. Because I'm not a fan of that. If it's kind of like the same thing, like, bro, why even touch that? Like, I'm not a fan of that part. But again, they need to explain it because what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? I think the last episode is gonna be like, damn, I need a season 2 because of Revelations, or damn, leave it there. Yeah, I want to say they said in one of the interviews that the season has an ending that somewhat wraps it up, but if it does well, which I don't know about that, like whatever, that they're leaving it that way they can continue the story. So maybe like Soul gets taken out, May gets taken out, maybe Kamir and Osha survive, and they're the only ones left, and that could be a potential season 2. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another Sith in the finale. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. And regular force sensitive twins, why through the force? Yeah, Rello, I know it's so confusing. What up, The Edge? Leslie should never get a show or film ever again. We need to cater to the main fan base again. Yeah, it's yeah. I feel like this could have been done a little bit different and it could have been a banger, but yeah. Hey, Tony, Delta's War Theory Live with Snarky J. I don't know who none of those people are. Delta Wars? I don't know. And Snarky J, I'm not familiar with them. Much respect, homie. What up, Jay? Why would Mother turn into black smoke? Soul just stabs her with the lightsaber. How does that make any sense when she's a cloud of smoke? Well, maybe she didn't fully. I don't know, bro. How does a lot of the stuff that happens in the show make sense? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, the next episode is a little longer. I think it's the same length as this one. I'm hyped though. Also, just appreciated of having some cool shit to talk about. True, true. Yeah, I think it's like the same length. So Hello there. I like the episode, but overall, I think the episode should be longer for sure. It's kind of rushed. It is. And like most of the episodes are like 30, 35 minutes. I don't get it. Like you have this big budget, but then like I go watch House of Dragons on Sunday and it's an hour and 10 minutes long. You know how nice that is and how flushed out that story and that development gets in an hour and 10 minutes. It's really insane and I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Everyone else does it. HBO, um Amazon with like the boys and stuff. Like give us more time. What's up, Maria? Indara is more powerful than the witches or the thread. She seems like crazy strong. Like she seemed really, really strong. What up, Victoria? Leading up to the episode, they made it seem like Soul did something so terrible, but technically it was Torben's fault. Yeah. So it was definitely mainly Torben's fault because his whiny ass was like, "We need to go bring the virgins back," and he went. And Soul kind of went, but before Torben did that, Soul kind of was like, "Man, we need to go save them. We need to go save them." He was being real pushy. But yeah. Patrick, what up? Welcome to the stream. Chris, what up? What up, Malekith? Will you do a new room tour? The last one is nearly 1 year old. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe when I hit I don't know. I'm kind of lazy. We'll see. We'll see. Wish they combined episode 3. Patrick, exactly. If like episode 3 and 7 would have been together, it would have been a whole different experience. Because literally, we got what we got in episode 3, and then we had 4 weeks of bitching and complaining from that episode. That would have eliminated all that. It would have been different. What up, Star Wars Ironside? Snarky J is fine. Her takes are spot on too. That's what's up. I got a feeling the Witch Coven, Night Sisters, and any other Force group are all going to be linked together in Ahsoka via their origins, understanding of the Force stemming from Abeloth. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I can't wait to see if we get Abeloth stuff in Ahsoka. Mother Anna for into it in mind. What up, Ron? Got into their minds. The witches fainted like fans in the 80s attending a Michael Jackson concert. What up, Alex? Well. Look who it is.
Quinlan was here.
Hello there. What up, Quinlan? Just got here. What's your rating of the season so far? I'm still like in the middle, man. I'm like the Bendu, maybe like a 6. I don't know. I'm I had more hope before yesterday's episode, but like they needed a really strong episode yesterday, stronger in my opinion than what we got as far as answering more questions. And now the finale, it's like there's so much they got to do, and there's no way they're going to answer it all. So it's going to be interesting to see what they decide to cover in the finale. I think it's too much finger pointing for the fault. Yeah. Wonder if a virgins can create a diet in the forest. Maybe that's how the twins have the same DNA M count. Yeah, like I want to know more about that stuff. Like that's what I wanted to know more about. That's what's like intriguing, depending on how they do it, is like, come on. Like, come on. Keep Kogonada, the director of episode 3, away from Star Wars. They definitely showed more of the Sith and how Quamir. They definitely should have shown more about the Sith and how Quamir came about, to be honest. Yeah, that's the most interesting thing about the whole show is Quamir. Like, look, I got the helmet right there. I got the gauntlet on the way. Literally, like the show should have been what the show is supposed to be about, like from the point of view of the Sith, the bad guy, And if they would have did that with the Night Sisters and Asajj, or just about Kamir and whoever his master is. Theory's discussed in the episode live on his channel as well. Oh, that's cool. My guy Theory. Shout out to Theory. Okay, but when the mother says she was gonna let Osha go, like, was she really though? Yeah, I mean, maybe, because she seemed like genuinely like she wanted to look out for her daughter, so I could kind of see that. Why she turned to dust if that was the case? Yeah, I don't know what she was trying to do. It seemed like she was trying to like do something with May, but like when May ran out, why was so like, Osha, wait, like, bro, that's not Osha. They didn't even look alike. They weren't even identical twins. I'm officially not considering the show canon. Too bad it is canon, Chris. So you have to deal with it, sucker. Same. $180 million fan film. Yeah, the budget is very curious. And I wonder if it's just the case because, like, the island where they filmed it, it's like in Portugal, like Madeira Island in Portugal. Was it just dumb expensive flying everybody there to film those episodes? And that's why the budget was so expensive? Because episode 3 and episode 7 were literally like the same from a different point of view. Like, it should have been different, you know? It is what it is. I will say the one thing I like is when the mother got into the Jedi and how broke his connection to the Force, and he wanted to go home. Oh yeah, that. See, I kind of dig that part when she was in the dude's mind, and we got to see that perspective of him being like taken over. And I was like, yo, that's kind of that's kind of dope. That was kind of cool. What up, Lewis? I feel like Soul didn't do anything wrong by killing the mother. After she got stabbed, she said she would have let Osha go, but she was about to do something shady, turning into dust like that. Yeah, like, I wonder what she was gonna do, because like that looks scary as shit. Like, you're gonna just do that right there and not expect them to defend himself. This doesn't make sense. So can someone explain to me why Corbin killed himself? Like, he didn't do anything. Like, what did he do? He didn't kill nobody. He didn't kill nobody from the Covenant. He just deflected all their arrows. Like, he didn't do nothing that bad. I don't understand why homie 16 years later was like, I feel bad, and just drank the poison. And like, and that's another thing. Is that going to get followed up with or touched on in the finale? After the show, Andor has my full respect. Andor may not feel like Star Wars, but it was written very, very well. You're not wrong there. Acolyte or Andor? I'm leaning towards Andor, to be honest. So before yesterday's episode, I would have said Acolyte, but after yesterday's episode, and I do not like Andor at all whatsoever. But right now, I'm leaning more towards Andor. After the finale, though, I guess we got to see what happened in the finale. But more than likely, it might be Andor over Acolyte. But I still am not a fan of Andor. Freaking Andor. After episode 8, you should do a Star Wars tier list video. So, Quinlan, I think you kind of know me so well. I already am. So I literally already have the thumbnail ready where I'm gonna rank all the live action shows. So after the finale, this will be a video I'll be dropping, ranking Mando, Book of Boba, Kenobi, Ahsoka, Ambor, and Acolyte. So literally, yeah, Quinlan, I got that plan for sure already. So we'll see after next week, but I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe the finale will just be Plagueis coming up and just killing Soul and killing Kamir and taking Osha and killing May. And I don't know, man. I don't know. How did Sorbin get the scar of that face by the Wookiee Jedi? No, when the Wookiee force choked him and then slammed him on the wall with his bam. It's from that, and probably from being thrown around like a rag doll by Kelnaka. Yo, Kelnaka was dope. I don't know about that, bro. for life, I'm like I'll still watch Mando, Ahsoka, Book of Boba, Kenobi before Andor all day. I loved Andor. See, a lot of people love Andor, which is fine. It's just not my cup of tea. Jeff said I still can't rewatch Andor. Yeah, Andor is such an extreme. It's either you love it or you can't watch it. It's very unique. Like love it, can't watch it. So it is what it is. Acolyte is turning into that too. Like you either love it or you just hate it. But nah, I think with Acolyte, there's a lot more people that are in the middle. Give me an extra season of Andor to make up for the season of Acolyte. One way out. I don't know what that means, Chris. What up, Nicole? Hey, Tony. I'm still thinking about May saying, Mama says everyone must walk through fear and be sacrificed to fulfill their destiny. That, yeah. What does that mean? Does that mean during the ascension were they going to sacrifice one of the girls? And what the hell was up with that pit? They were chanting over that pit. What's in that pit? Like, what was up with that? Nice. Let's go. Can't wait for that vid. Yeah, that'll be a fun one. But spoilers, Acolyte's probably going to be on the bottom unless the finale is like a banger. And see, there's a lot of questions I want answered. The Virgins thing, right? And then why was Ki-Adi-Mundi brought back? And then who's Kamir's master? And then Soul needs to die. And then yeah, there's those things because I need closure. I need closure. And I don't think we're gonna get all that. And honestly, why was Torben so upset? Anakin would not have felt any regret if he was the one that stabbed the mother. Nah, he wouldn't. He's a savage. I think it would be cool if the season finale introduced young Palpatine or something tying into his origin story. Yeah, I think if they were to go that route, it would be like at the end of a season 2, because like they need to introduce Palp's master first, like Plagueis, which they could do here if they change his age, and then the next season could be Plagueis finding a young Palps. But then it's kind of like, why didn't you guys just do that from the beginning? Why didn't you just do Palpatine or Plagueis or Tenebris? Like, why didn't you like that? There's such a big fan base for the Plagueis novel. It's kind of like, why did you do this show in the time period where Plagueis and Tenebris are like running around? Because like a lot of the fans of like the EU and stuff are going to be like, hey, wait a minute, who's this Sith guy? I honestly probably would have preferred if they would have went hundreds of years back in the true High Republic, because I don't know nothing about nothing then, so I wouldn't really care. But now it's kind of like, where's Tenebris at? Where's Plagueis at? I don't get how the script was greenlit. Did they show them only Quamir? Yo, Quamir is such a good character, man. It sucks that like after Quamir, like after the show, we'll probably get nothing with him ever again. Unless they do like a Tales of the Sith show and we get a couple episodes with like a young Quamir, which would be wild. I mean, they did it with Morgan Elsbeth. They gave her a Tales. So give me Tales of the Sith, give me Quamir, and like another Sith that we know and love. Please. Andor is sleep medicine for me. I know. Yeah, I know, Lewis. I was just busting Chris's balls. He's the biggest hater in the world. What up, S1JKO? Hey, bro, tell me honestly, who do you think will turn out to be the main Sith or villain in the finale? Who would you rather see? Plagueis, Tenebris, maybe someone else? Well, I wouldn't mind Tenebris because that would make him like technically canon. If it's Plagueis, to me, that's kind of a 2-for-1. Because if we get Plagueis, then it's like, well, that makes sense because that means they changed his age. Because technically, I think he's too young right now. I think, according to the books and stuff, he's like 16 or 19 years old at the time of Acolyte. But, excuse me, I always wondered, did they bring in Ki-Adi-Mundi just to prove a point that we don't care about ages. We're changing his age because we're going to change Plagueis' age and bring Plagueis in. But at the same time, if they do introduce Tenebrous or Plagueis, like me, I'm going to be like, why didn't you just do a story based on them from the beginning? Personally, I like seeing a different point of view last night. I know a lot of people thought it was redundant. Yeah, I liked it when we got a new point of view and we saw new stuff, but like I didn't need to see Soul finding them again at the tree and that whole sequence and him following. Like we already seen all that. So I would have been fine with them like shortening that, or maybe if 3 and 7 would have just been one episode, but it is what it is. You notice the 2 Jedi that were mind control were all messed up. I think because they were still under control. Remember, Yoda said he gets in your mind and stay. Oh, Yord said he gets in your mind and stays there. Yeah, and like Kalnaka, even like later on, you saw in his little room in the woods how all the writing everywhere was all stuff like from the Witch Covenant. It's like he stuck with them forever. Torben threw a tantrum for real. Yeah, he did. I want to go back to Coruscant. But yeah, he did. Feels like Disney will never go full dark side or for a show or movie. They need to though, like, and they've done pretty dark stuff. Like even the Kenobi show, like Vader force pulled that guy out of the like a cantina and snapped his neck in front of his family. That shit was savage. Like when he snapped the dude's neck in front of his family, I was like, yo. And then in Acolyte, we saw it with Khmer slaughtering those Jedi, snapping Yord's neck. Like they've showed like pieces of it, but like just give us a true full dark side show. And it doesn't even need to be like dark in the sense where everyone's dying. Just give us the point of view. Cause like if you read the Plagueis novel, it's so intriguing how how Plagueis would think, and he was always, one step ahead, and like just like that just stuff is just so intriguing. All that Sith stuff, like give us that. Quamir will be Coral, the mother, but the song in the final lyrics looks like Osha doesn't want May. Not sure. Yeah, I think Osha is gonna take May out or take Soul out, and Coral. I'm wondering if Coral is like Kamir's master. It could be that she's still around. I bet you she pops back up. I almost think I would rather it be Coral and to not even mess with Plagueis and Tenebrous. Yeah, leave them where they are. Why didn't Soul use the Force to pick up the girls instead of trying to hold up the bridge? Why not pick up both girls? Bro got to be the weakest Jedi. Alex, exactly. I'm pretty sure those two 90-pound girls each were probably a little bit lighter than those 2 bridges. So, like, you see that, it's like, yeah, just pick them up, pull them. That didn't make sense. They're just trying to make the scene look cool. He's like, I gotta make a decision, bro. Yank both of them. You're a freaking Jedi. I mean, that's not that serious. I really don't care. But like, it is kind of true. Like, bro, just use the Force. So Malekith says the news of Lucasfilm searching for new writers for animated project. What do you predict? Probably something with clones and or Asajj Ventress, because the voice actor for Asajj said that she's doing more than just Bad Batch, and like the way Bad Batch ended, there's a bunch of unanswered stuff with some of the clones. So I could see it being either about clones, either about Asajj, maybe a mixture of both. I don't know, because I feel like new writers, interesting. I don't know, but I was gonna say I enjoy the animated a lot more. It's pretty much almost always good, but Tales of the Empire I felt wasn't the greatest. Tales of the Jedi, amazing, but Tales of the Empire was kind of like okay, but I don't know. Quinlan says, I get Star Wars is for kids, but George Lucas was pretty dark. Yeah. I hate how we never see limbs getting cut off. I know, man. Like, bring that back, man. Bring that back. State Flower, what up? The better question is, why didn't the girls run back 5 feet off the bridge instead of saying each other's name 5 times without moving? May, Osha, May. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. It's a lot of holes. I feel like so far there's been a lot of holes in the in the Acolyte storyline. Yeah, more holes than good stuff, but maybe the finale will nah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Soul was younger, probably less experienced to pull both kids. Yeah, but if you're younger, if you have enough experience to hold two big bridges up, wouldn't you say to pull two kids would be easier? I mean, I don't know. The force isn't real, so will never know. But like, if you look at it that way, like, wouldn't it be easier to pull two lighter objects versus holding up two heavier objects? If you try to think of it logically, even though it's all fantasy. You're busy man live 2 times. Yeah, Ricky. I'm not like you running around at the beach and stuff. Whatever you do. It's rumored to be a Clone Rebellion series. Huh, Clone Wars. However, I want them to finish the Son of Dathomir. Give us more Darth Maul. I would love that. Give us more. Oh, that's another thing, Victoria. That's another thing that episode pissed me off. And when it ended, I thought we were at least gonna cut to like the bottom of the pit and see like Mother Coral picking Osha up or picking May up. But like the episode ended and that's it. So that's one more thing in the finale that they got to explain how she survived. But at the end of the third episode, don't we see her like all burnt up by the tree? So we know she got out, but like, bro, how? How? What up, Josh? More holes than Jackie. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Like the fifth episode made me like Jackie a lot more. Not because she got 3-hole punch, but she held her own. Like at first, when she saw Kamir, she was like, "What the hell is that?" Like she was shook. But yo, when he ran up on her, she was like, "Bzoom, bzoom," like she was ready to go. So much respect to Jackie X23. I love her. She's awesome. But yeah, a lot of plot holes. Tim, what's up, Tim? How you doing? Tim says, I thought the episode was one of the worst of the series, but I enjoyed the show as a whole. Yeah, the episode literally was just episode 3, part 2 from the Jedi point of view. And to me, the third one was the worst. I think I like this one better than the third one just because I like the Jedi stuff, but they should have made it one episode. Young Soul kind of acted like Yord in the first few episodes. Yeah, right? Like, yeah, he was. I want a Padawan. Yeah. Don't even get me started on how Corbin killed himself after literally doing nothing. Yeah, like there was no payoff for that because like he didn't really do anything. He went there. They were trying to save the girls. He defended himself when the witches were shooting him, and that's it. Like that's it. Like, bro, like what? Torben was nasty with the saber. Him reflecting the arrows was sick. Yo, I'm a sucker for anybody in Star Wars doing the Obi Annie. And when I saw that, and like he did it at first, and then when they cut back to him later, he was defending, and then he started doing it again. I like that part. In my opinion, the worst thing about the series is that all 7 episodes we've seen, they could have combined them. Yeah. Yep. I think I would have preferred like a 6-episode series with hour-long episodes, because like 1 and 2 could have been 1 episode, 3 and 7 could have been 1 episode, 4 and 5 were 1 episode, and I'm guaranteeing you episode 6 is gonna like really connect to episode 8. So episode 6 and 8 could have probably been 1 episode. So yeah, they could have just did that. Soul was a Jedi Knight in the flashbacks, right? Not a Padawan. Bro could definitely have lifted both of them. I don't know if he was a knight. Oh yeah, he had to be a knight because she made a comment that you don't have a Padawan yet, right? And a Padawan can't have a Padawan unless you're Anakin in Clone Wars, then you're the chosen one. It looked like Torben was swinging a bat when he was deflecting those arrows. Yeah, I dig that part. Honestly, Star Wars belongs in the movie theaters or do Clone War style arcs for the show. Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys think that this would have been better as a movie? Like if we would have got this whole story in one sitting versus spread out over 8 weeks with like mid episodes to like a decent episode to mid to week. Do you guys think it would have been better as a movie and we got the whole story in 2 hours done, 2.5 hours? Torben did have the six sword swinging though. At least they got that part right. They did the choreography, the fighting, the lightsaber training. They did. That's the one thing in the show like they did right for sure. That I think is fair that most people agree on. What up, J Note? Jackie was cold. Feel like she definitely should be more than just a Padawan though. I know. Yeah, I was definitely feeling her. Fifth episode was an 8 out of 10. The rest are 2 to 4 out of 10 for me. Yeah, the fifth episode was my favorite. It was so good. Oh, I don't you know what? I don't think it would have. So Malekith, I don't think it would have. So the Acolyte would have flopped harder than Madam Web at the box office. I don't think it would have because I think the Acolyte got worse as it went on because they kept dropping all those interviews each week and saying more dumb shit that fueled the fire of people getting mad, mad, and mad. I think if it would have went straight to the theater, people would have gave it a shot because it's Star Wars. They want to see the lightsaber stuff. They would have gave it a shot and went. It definitely would have did better than Madam Web. I 100%. Hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, Tim, hope you're having a good one too. Torben killed himself because he gave up on life after what happened. It's that simple. Yeah, but like you're a Jedi. Like he was he like did they refer to him as a knight or a master at that point? Like were they like Master Torben? Because like, bro, if you're a Jedi master and you give up on life because of that, bro, come on. Because clearly he came back and he did more and he moved up in the ranks. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like there should be more to it than that. Unless it was something where like the witch stayed in his mind and it was always bothering him because it was still haunting him, like it was haunting Kelnaka. I could understand that because Kelnaka still showed signs of it, but like they didn't tell us that. So I can't make the story make sense. Like you make it make sense for me, you know? They should have given him a better reason to give up on life because yeah, exactly. Didn't Leslie say she had people who had never seen Star? So I think one person, like in the writing room, they had one person who wasn't like a Star Wars fan, which I'm okay with that because like if you have 8 people in there and all 8 are Star Wars fan, everyone's gonna be a different fan and want to implement what they want. There's gonna be like an OT fan, there's gonna be a prequel fan, there's gonna be an animated fan, there'll be a Legends fan. So it's kind of like you get that one person and they could be more objective and give you a different perspective, but clearly that really didn't help in this case. That was my outlook before. Now it's kind of like I don't know. The Acolyte. Oh wait, no, I read that already. They are bombing the TV show structure. I watch House of Dragon and I'm like, why can't Star Wars create like this? Yeah, Anthony, like literally that last episode of House of the Dragon this past Sunday, I was literally in my living room screaming, shouting on the edge of my seat during that fight at the end. And the last time I was that hyped and excited probably was in the movie theater at Rogue One, the Vader hallway scene. And then like, maybe like an Endgame when Captain America caught Mjolnir, in like No Way Home when Andrew Garfield caught MJ, like those big moments, Infinity War where everybody got snapped away, those big moments that give you that crazy emotion. You're like, that's how I felt at the end of House of Dragon, that last episode. And like the episodes, they're so well done. hour 10 minutes, plenty of time to flush out the story. I don't understand why they can't do that with Star Wars. Like, get the people who made House of Dragon and give them, yo, give the people who made House of Dragon, Knights of the Old Republic, some KOTOR, old school, give them that and be like, do it to the same level as that, but make it Star Wars. That would be a banger. Acolyte's rated 3.5 10s on IMDb. The highest rated episode was 5. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of review bombing. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, I think I want to say I saw somewhere like Acolyte has like 25,000 reviews, and like The Mandalorian in like the 3-4 years has been out has like 5,000 total reviews or something like that. It's something like ridiculous. It's wild. I don't trust reviews anyway because they said The Last Jedi was good. The critics, they like The Last Jedi. You got to just go in and get your own opinion on something. I have higher hopes for Skeleton Crew because it's part of the Mandoverse and they're already dropping Legos from the show. Yeah, Skeleton Crew is very interesting. So after Acolyte next week, we're in the dark times for a little bit. We have Outlaws in August. When does that Lego What If movie drop? Is that like October or something for Halloween? But Skeleton Crew, I think, is probably December. I have no expectation for that show at all. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna react to it. It might be interesting because it is supposed to be Mandoverse and be between Mando season 3 and like Ahsoka season 2 or something like that, right? But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we shall see. Yo, what up, Caden? Caden in the building. Let's go. Personally, I'm enjoying the show. It has its bumps, but I'm enjoying something different. Yeah, for sure, which is awesome. Like I said before, my brother, he's loving the show, and that's great. And he never even watched Andor. Like he saw Andor trailers, he's like, I'm good. He never bothered watching it. And some people think Andor is the best. Not me at all. But he's watching it, acting like he's loving it. There's parts in the show I'm enjoying, and yeah, it is what it is, man. I think they should put episode 7 and 3 explains what's going on. They give us the rest of the week. Yeah. I wonder if the first season of Mando was terrible, they would have canceled the rest of these below average shows and went back to the cinema sooner. I guess we'll never know because that first season was a banger. But I doubt it though, man, because they make dumb mistakes all the time. Like, look at the Marvel side, bro. They're dropping that Agatha show. Really? Who? And then like Sony, Madam Web. What's the dude that's coming out later this year? Craven, bro. L after L. So sometimes these companies, they're just so out of touch with what we want, and they just keep doing dumb shit, man. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I guess House of the Dragon is better because the story is already written in books. Yeah, right. So, yeah, there's that part too. So, but here's the thing: there is a ton of books already. Like you have the Plagueis book. The story was written in there. Bring that. Bring that. Like what? I haven't read the Darth Bane books, but a lot of people love the Darth Bane and the Ruler too. Like, and then Dawn of the Jedi, the movie that they're making, I didn't realize it, but there's like a huge book run of Dawn of the Jedi that's multiple books. So I hope they're taking from that. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh, the Lego movie drops in August. Nice. I'll be reacting to that for sure then. I absolutely love when the witches turn to smoke. Yo, Patrick, see, I like that part too. It was dope. It was spooky, and it like that's something witches would do. I wish we got more of that. I wish Soul wouldn't have killed her so quick, and we would have saw what she was gonna do. And then Coral disappeared. She took over Kanaka. You saw Kanaka with like the head nod, like a zombie when he came first around the corner. That was awesome. That was awesome. Andor was also something different, but it was executed much better. Oh, Andor was executed the best way possible, hands down. It wasn't my favorite Star Wars show at all, but execution with like with the writing, the acting, the locations, bro, It's amazing. Why do you name your cats Goose and Sylvie? Well, Goose, because he literally looks like Goose from Captain Marvel. He looks like a Flurkin, so I had to name him Goose. And then Sylvie, when I got Sylvie, I adopted her from a friend of mine who adopted her from a shelter, and she already named her Sylvie. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And the reason she named her Sylvie was because of a Loki, because of Marvel. And I was like, "Oh, I like the Loki show." Sylvie is a troublemaker. She's a little troublemaker, so it was good. So that's why they have those names. Both, it's funny. I'm the Star Wars guy, but both my cats have Marvel related names. I do love Marvel though too. It is what it is. Yeah, Victoria. Like it is. Like after this show, I'm just gonna start reading a lot of the books that are out there because there's so many dope ass books with amazing stories that people love. And guess what? I'm just gonna live in that world because it's there. And there's a ton of it. So that'll keep me busy until Ahsoka season 2. Now, I think Ahsoka season 2, honestly, Ahsoka season 2, the Mando movie, and Dave's movie are probably the only things I'm really, 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 really hyped looking forward to over the next couple years. Andor season 2, the trailer looks good. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not like, let's go. I'm not hyped about it. Like, whatever. I'm gonna watch it. If it sucks, I'm gonna tell you. If it's good, I'm gonna tell you. And then the Ray movie, I'm gonna watch it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But there's not really much else we know on the plate. So yeah. I just learned Leslie Headland's wife is playing. Yeah, yeah. That's her wife. And I don't really like the character of Vernestra at all. I feel like she's like Soul 2.0, where she's hiding stuff too. I don't trust her. I think Lucasfilm had hired the original screenwriter for Game of Thrones for a project, then months later fired. Oh, Patrick, I think that was a rumor a while ago. No, you know what it was? It was I forgot their name. I think their initials are D&D, but it was the Game of Thrones guys. They were supposed to do a movie or a trilogy for Star Wars. I think it was a movie. This was before the final season of Game of Thrones came out. So like there was talks that we're gonna do a Star Wars movie. Everybody was hyped. The final season of Game of Thrones came out, and if you've watched Game of Thrones, you know a majority of people didn't like the final season. I think it was like season 7 was the last season. So the first 6 bangers, peak television. The final season was kind of like, huh? And it was after that, then like, nah, you're not doing a Star Wars movie. Bob Iger's blood is gonna boil if Deadpool and Wolverine is asked. No, bro, Malekith, that movie's gonna be a banger. My messages keep getting deleted for some reason. Damn, bro. Are you saying negative things and you're just getting blocked? Come on, Caden. Keep it PG, son of a bitch. My guy. By the way, Kanaka in that fight versus Soul Torber was clunky. Mr. Smilo Ren would have beaten him 3 times. The Wookiee wouldn't even attack him with his saber. So much wasted potential. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, think about it though. It's a 7-foot Wookiee. Like, how agile is this dude going to be? I thought it was okay for what it was. I would have loved to have seen that Wookiee fighting against Khmer, though. That would have been dope. We were robbed of that. If Andor was faster and more intense and had more aliens, it would be the best Star Wars series. Yeah, it needs more aliens, and I need more like, I don't know, bro. More Star Wars references. Not references, but like, bro, give me a lightsaber, bro. I don't care. I love me some lightsabers. You heard it here first. The Acolyte forced Star Wars Sith into retiring from shows. Now he's gonna sit on the beach with Ricky and read the books. Nah, I'll still watch the shows. I'm just the only show I'm really looking forward to is Ahsoka season 2. Because I love Ahsoka. So I'm looking forward to that. So we'll see when it drops. Let's see. So Caden said we got to shake down Amanus Fondi at Fan Expo and find out when he's filming Ahsoka season 2, since they're supposed to film back to back with John's movie. Yeah, so Yeah, for sure. I might even, Caden, I might even get an auto just to talk to him again, because I feel like he's the type that will let it slip up, and you could like see it in his eyes. I agree, Quinlan. More aliens and creatures. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I'm more hyped for Ahsoka stuff. I feel like Mando's story is already told. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Ahsoka stuff. So yeah, I cannot wait. Let's see. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna bully him into following me. Yo, Caden, wait till you meet him. He's such a cool, down to earth dude, man. Like you just have no idea. He's super dope. All right, guys. So this weekend, you guys, let's see where it's at. I will be going live at noon this Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have Michael Havens, the creator of ICC Con. We're gonna go live, talk about the convention. Which, if you've never been to ICC Con, it's literally Star Wars Celebration, but affordable and less crowded. It literally is the same thing. So he's gonna announce a guest on here. So definitely come by, check it out. I'll show you guys real quick some of the guests he did announce. So we got Lando pulling up. I don't know if you guys know Lando Calrissian. We got Timothy Zahn pulling up, which is dope. We got Aura Singh from Phantom Menace and in Clone Wars. I don't know if you know this guy who shot at Han Solo in a cantina in 1977, but we got Greedo. Greedo's pulling up. I don't know if you know Luke's best friend, pilot friend, Biggs. We got Biggs showing up. And then we got Chris Bartlett showing up, who is basically almost every droid in all these new shows. And I think that's it so far. So this Sunday, we'll be announcing another guest. We'll see who it is, but I'm really excited for this show. So definitely come through, show some love. It's going to be a blast. And yeah, so I'm going to get through these last comments and then I'm going to get out of here, guys, because I might need a nap. I'm excited for the Mando and Grogu movie. Me too, because I think it's going to be setting up a bunch of Thrawn stuff. Tiara, what's up? I wonder who they will recast to play Balin. Rest in peace, right? I know. They're going to need to do that. Nerd Affiliated, what's up, bro? What does ICC stand for? It's like International Commissary something. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. We'll go to their website. What it is stand for? Oh, it's the Imperial Commissary. So it started as a Facebook group for like collectors to buy, sell, trade Star Wars stuff, and it magically turned into a convention. So if you guys have never heard of it, I'm gonna put into the chat. I went for the first time last year, and I literally had the time of my life. This is my playlist from going there. Definitely check it out. It is such a good show. It's insane. It's literally insane. So when I went, I don't have it by here. But I met a bunch of people. It's so dope. So definitely check out the videos. It's a great show. It's in Nashville, Tennessee every year, and I'm never gonna miss it. Yeah, my guy Archer got it right there. Bam. Imperial Commissary Collectors Convention. Going to Milwaukee Comic-Con November to meet Ashley. Hoping to meet up with Retney there as well. Nice. That's awesome. All right, guys. That's going to be it today for me. Appreciate all you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.